Good morning. Welcome to Take Your Life Back Today show with me, Ralf Friedrichs. Today I want to talk about how I regularly have to revisit lessons in recovery. In other words, no matter how long you've been in recovery, no matter how long you are sober, there are lessons that you need to readdress constantly. There are steps that you need to readdress constantly. First, I want to give a shout out to to Larry Geis from the Geis Academy, 516-485-2741. That's 516-485-2741. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. You can Google him on the internet at www.odysseyconsultant.org. That's www.odysseyconsultant.org. Who is Larry Geis? Well, Larry Geis is an addiction recovery coach. He is a life coach for over 30 years experience. He has helped so many people. If you go onto his website at odysseyconsultant.org, you'll see some of the comments left by his clients, and he has walked people from their addiction to their recovery hand in hand 24 hours at a time. He, like I wouldn't, never ever talks about your past. It is about today, folks. Today is a new day. Tomorrow is the future. The past is gone. You can hopefully learn from it, but you cannot change it. So, give him a call at 516-485-2741. That's Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. And when you call him, you make sure you let him know that you heard about him on the Take Your Life Back Today show with Ralf Friedrichs. I want to also give a shout out to globalayeglasses.com. They are focused on saving you money. I am focused on helping you with your eyeglasses. Folks, I have over 30 years experience in the optometry field. So, in conjunction with globalayeglasses.com, who has over 1,200 frames to select from, who have lenses including transition, photochromatic, polarization, coatings including anti-reflecting coating, UV coating, and tints, different progressives including free-form and natural progressives, line bifocals. That is all available at Global Eyeglasses. They can make your thick lenses thinner. Here's the great thing. If you call me at 844-405-HELP, or if you text me at 631-599-0218, I will personally help you pick your frame, make sure that you get the proper lenses. I will give you my 30 years experience in the optometry field to help you pick the proper glasses. Once you are ready to purchase the glasses and you make the commitment of purchasing the glasses through me, I will also give you a code that you can get free shipping. But you make the first step right now. Give me a text at 631-599-0218. Call me, 844-405-HELP. I will help take care of your eyewear need, your eyeglass needs, and Global Eyeglasses, where they are focused on saving you money, will supply the material to make you see better. I hope to see you soon. A lesson I regularly visit in recovery. It's just not enough to want to change. What is want? That's when you are looking to do something, but that's not good enough. You need to have the desire, the drive, the ambition, and the passion to change. It's a word that leaves me hanging for more. It's a perpetual state of never having, just longing. All my positive affirmations and wanting, as of late, have only produced more wanting and more longing. This is written for people that are thinking alike. On the tail end of all that effort, I am left with the unfairness of it all, and then anger at its unfairness. It seems so stupid and ultimately so perfect because it looks ridiculous once I wrote this down. This is a lesson I regularly visit in recovery. What lesson? The lesson of being a casual to my own circumstances and the inability to change because I say I want life to change. When I stopped drinking, somehow it became clear that I didn't know, that I didn't know, that I didn't know, that I didn't know. I really thought it was a little bad. Just a little wine problem, a little vodka problem. Geez, was I wrong. Recovery has been infinitely more startling than the drinking years. drinking amazement was always about last night and what I did. This amazement is about my ability to step into life or not. I'm the CEO of my own life. Read it through my quotes that I have on Facebook daily. I continue to forget this. Sometimes I need to be reminded, not just by myself, but by other people on a regular basis. I've been working on the Take Your Life Back Today show, Recovery Simplified or Recovery Sees coaching videos for a year and a half now, and it still scares me to step into the fullness of my passion and purpose in recovery, in life. And that is why I constantly, each and every day, need to reaffirm my sobriety and my recovery. Almost all who know me understand my compassion, not only for those in recovery, but humanity as a whole. I care. I really care about other people, but at times to my own detriment and theirs as well. I want to say, take responsibility no matter who you are. Take the bull by its horns. Get it done. There aren't any excuses that are acceptable. And all that great stuff that comes with it. Now it's time to heed my own words. It's so hard to call myself on myself. I don't see that I don't see that I don't see. It's like I have to feel deep the pain of my choices. And I don't like what I am feeling sometimes. And that is when I need to reaffirm of myself, to remind myself that even I, as a host of a show that tries to educate you on recovery, even I need to remind myself daily that I am also human. I have myself overly committed in every arena in my life, and I need to sometimes also step back. Seems when one thing feels semi-complete, I grab hold of another project, and after a while, it overwhelms me. All while staying small, I try to act big. And yet, the message has to be clear for my audience, which is you. There is, secretly, a part of me that has become complacent and content with smallness, but yet I want to achieve bigger. I realized this week that I will be where I am until I make a quantum move, which means is to constantly remind myself that I also am a human, that I also, although in recovery, although your host, also need to fulfill my own needs in recovery, which is to nourish myself with constant education. That is the bottom line, folks, in anything you do in life. And this is why I relate so much to my early sobriety with these thoughts. Why try again if I know I'm going to fail? But the thing is that when you do fail, folks, you need to dust your knees and keep moving on. I, for over 2 years, thank God, with the grace of God, have not had to worry about a relapse. My sobriety strength comes from these videos, come from my websites, come from Facebook, Twitter, Stumble, Pinterest. All that generates my strength in sobriety. But you know what I'm recognizing while I type this? It's not about success or failure. It's about my willingness to try again when I failed, in earnest, to achieve and mature from mistakes when they show up. And they will show up no matter who you are. Be willing to grow. Don't quit. Ever. You need to just keep moving forward. How many times have I said this, and how many times will I say this in the months, the years to come? Here, and I want you to please listen up. Stop wanting to change and make the change. Don't just shoot to make a change or to want to change. You have to make the change. You need to grab that bull by the horn. Step into today and draw the line in the sand. Don't cross it. Set the boundary for yourselves. Be willing to say that I see, that I see, that I see. I don't control it all. You cannot control each and everything in your life. Ask yourself, do I like how I'm being? Up until a few seconds ago, the answer might have been no, folks. But today is your day for change. Say, really, really, really make a change. Folks, this was my little snippet on a lesson that I regularly have to visit in recovery. You need to want to change. It's not all just about saying, I'm going to make a change. You need to want, and that want has to transform into doing. There are so many people that go to AA, to any other alcoholic, non-alcohol function, that sit there and say, I will make the change. But as all of us know, that actions speak louder than words. The changes come from continuously educating yourself in sobriety, to start helping other people in sobriety, and to work through every step, no matter what your fix is. In other words, if it's AA, you have the 12 steps. If it's going to church, it's your spiritual steps. If it's doing it like I do, in conjunction with my spirituality, it's my steps of helping other folks by exposing my videos on the YouTube channel that I have, on all my websites, on Google and Yahoo. We all can come up with our own way of battling our demons, but it's not a matter of wanting, it's a matter of doing. And folks, ask yourselves this one question: do you like how you're being? Because if the answer is no, it is time for change. If the answer is no, and you don't know what you need to do to change, it's time to go and seek the answers from other people, possibly, but definitely from the Lord Jesus Christ. Stop wanting to change and make the changes. They need to start happening today. Step in today and draw the line in the sand, and don't cross that line. Set boundaries in your life. That has to happen, and it has to happen soon. Be willing to say, I see, and also be willing to accept the fact that you don't control everything in life. You can't control everything in life. Folks, if you're watching me, 90% of you probably also have an issue with either drugs or alcohol, self-esteem, or life itself. So how can you control other people and their problems if you are having problems to controlling yourself? And I say this all the time. You can fix yourself. You can help fix yourself by having an open mind of different methods of fixing yourself. But if your life is out of control, or it's a little rocky, you need to reach out to the Lord Jesus and ask Him for guidance and direction. And I guarantee you, God will guide, God will direct you. But it has to happen with the willpower. And if you have an alcohol and drug addiction, and every time you stop, you start. You stop, you start. It's because you have not hit a thing called rock bottom. And that rock bottom, folks, is the first step is by breaking that wall of denial down in front of you. You have to finally break down and say, I do have a problem. It's not just merely saying, okay, today I'm going to quit drinking, or I'm going to quit doing drugs. You have to admit you have a problem, you have to admit you need help, and you have to then seek all that. But even admitting you have a problem and breaking that wall of denial is not good enough to battle this, because you're going to need guidance and direction. And that comes from God. You need to reach to God and say, God, help me, guide and direct me. I've used this analogy before. Our body is like a ship, and your mind, you are the captain. But your ship has no navigation if you're out of control. The only navigation that you will find to make your ship go smooth sail through the seas is for you to reach to God and let God become your navigator. Carrie Underwood sang a song one time, and it really strengthens my argument that you need spirituality. She sang a song called Jesus Take the Wheel. Let God take the wheel, the helm of your vessel, your body. Let God, in conjunction with you, the captain, take control of your life. And you will see changes happening spiritually, financially, health-wise, relationship-wise. job-wise. These are all things that gradually will come together once you make the changes. Let today be the day of all the changes to start happening in your life. Folks, all changes in life, whether they're big or small, only happen with consecutive small steps, with dedication on your end, with determination on your end, with your belief that God is on your side. Those changes will all happen. Changes, whether big or small, are like babies that learn to first crawl, children that learn then to walk, and then teenagers that learn to run. Those are equivalent to changes in your life. All changes start with crawling, walking, and running. The more you put the steps into your changes in life, the more dedication you put into changes in your life, and determination and passion you put into changes in your life, the quicker they will come about. The question is, you cannot just want, are you willing to make those changes? And if you are willing to make those changes, let those changes start today. Teach your children and grandchildren to always, and I mean always, say no to drugs and alcohol. If you're sitting in your kitchen, your living room, and you have your children sitting there and you have your grandchildren there, don't ever drink in front of them, smoke in front of them, use profanity in front of them, or physically abuse in front of them, or you should never physically abuse anyone anyway. Because what you do is what they see and they will do. It's the monkey see, monkey do syndrome. They look at you as their role model, as their hero. So if they see you smoking, they think it's okay to smoke. If they see you drinking, the same applies. They think it's okay. If they hear you using profanity, they think it's so fine. From the ages of 0 to 18, it is your responsibility as a role model, as their hero, to make sure that you guide and direct them properly, as much as God can guide and direct you properly. What you put into your children, you get out of your children. Don't let your children end up on your Jerry Springer shows, your Bill Cunningham shows, or your Steve Wilkos shows, and blame the parents, you, for them carrying on your traditions of drinking and smoking and physically abusing or using profanity. Don't let them go on the shows and say, this is why I do it, because I saw my mother and my father do it. Let them be on other shows, inspirational shows, Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, talking about, I am good, I can sing, I can play the instruments, I can draw because my parents showed me the right way. Make the choices. Make them today. Folks, remember, a sober today, I promise you, will give you a better tomorrow. If you practice every day of sobriety, one day at a time, 24 hours at a time, the next day, they all come together. The next thing you know, you have a month of sobriety, a year, a couple years of sobriety. A sober today guarantees you a better tomorrow. And if you start thinking positive in your mind, you will get positive results. Negativity will give you negative results. Positivity will give you positive results. Let today be the first day of your new life. Reach out to myself at 844-405-HELP. Call Larry Geis at 516-485-2741 and let either one of us help you with your new life starting today, looking for tomorrow, forgetting about yesterday. Folks, I hope to God each and every one in my audience, no matter where you might be watching me, has the best day of their life. But I really hope and I pray that each and every one in my audience finds sobriety in their life and continues to have a sober rest of their lives. And may God bless you.